Why does Facebook ad ROAS drop when you scale? Well, today we're going to be talking about this specific question and get it all the time. And we'll dive into it, kind of give you guys a few examples, analogies, metaphors, that fun stuff right there. If you're new to the channel, you're wondering who this dude is and why is he telling me about Facebook ads? And, is he credible to be teaching me this stuff? Or am I going to go deploy all this and it's going to burn my account down? Well, look, my name is Nick Theriot. Been running Facebook ads since 2015. I've done over $80 million in online revenue for my clients. And today, let me show you guys, some cool stuff with it. If you want more information about coaching, mentoring, and the agency I own, links below in the description. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And let's dive into the video. Why does ROAS drop as you scale? I get this question all the time. Everyone's experienced it at some point, whether it's ROAS dropping, whether it's, cost per acquisition increasing as you scale, whether it's cost per lead increasing as you scale, cost per install. You get the point right there. The more you spend, the less money you make. Why? What is the specific reason for that? So look, to be honest, just to kind of give you guys a game here for a second, I want you to think about your mall, your local mall that you go to maybe to buy groceries or maybe just to shop at and stuff like that. It's a lot of different stores and stuff like that. Visualize that in your brain for a second, smell of food and food courts and maybe all the different stores you like to shop at in that particular mall. And you see the people walking by you. You smell the cologne and perfume on the people around you. Really just visualize yourself in that particular spot right there. Maybe it's a part of the world too that you even, like a specific mall you love. For me, Santa Monica, they have this one particular kind of like strip of malls that I really like to go to. But I went to Santa Monica. That was pretty cool. But just really picture yourself right there in that particular moment. I want you to look around, look at all the different people there for a second, and different ethnicities of people, shapes, sizes, all that good stuff. And I want you to notice their shirts. If I sent you over there right now and I said, hey, I want you to go find me one person wearing a white shirt, and you have 1 hour to do it. You're like, okay, Nick, sure. You would find that so quick. And I'd be like, hey, your reward is $100. If you go find me one person and within 1 hour that has a white shirt on, I'll pay you $100. That's the easiest $100 to learn. Now, what if I tell you go find 10 people? Be a little bit more work, but you likely could probably find 10 people with a white shirt on in 1 hour. Now, if I told you to go find 100 people in 1 hour with a white shirt, oh shit. And you'll get $100 at the end of the hour, but you're only going to get $1 per person you find. So instead of $100, maybe you only get $60 because you couldn't find the full 100. Now, all of a sudden, you're making less money because it's harder to do the task at hand. And Facebook is the same way you scale. It's harder for Facebook to find people that want to purchase your iPhone when everyone wants an iPhone 14. It's harder to find people to purchase your product that every single drop shipper has already drop shipped and fucked over half of Facebook with terrible fulfillment, operations, and customer service. And it's very difficult for Facebook now to try to find people that want your product or service that everyone's already done. So now guess what? You're making less money because it's difficult for Facebook at hand, the task at hand for Facebook to perform. In the same way it was for you to go find 100 people in an hour wearing a white shirt. So that's how you have to look at it from Facebook's perspective. So now that you understand that, how can we increase the possibilities of us hitting that 100 people in 1 hour? Well, I could say, hey, find me a person wearing a black shirt. So you can either find me 100 people, it's 100 people total, and it needs to be a combination of white shirts and black shirts. So you could find 50 white shirts and 50 black shirts. You could find me 75 white shirts and 25 black shirts. You likely would make more money in that hour because it's a little easier to find because I'm giving you a little bit more options of people to find. Now, instead of looking at, maybe I need to toss more products in this account, look at it from an ad creative side. So if we know it's going to be harder for Facebook to make money, how can we improve the possibilities of Facebook making us money? And that's when we look at it from a perspective of how do we give it better assets? How do we make it easier? We give it better assets, your ads itself. And we create a couple different ads appealing to different types of people, which gives Facebook, it makes it easier for Facebook to find more people if we can appeal to more people. So the reason why your ad starts to destroy itself after you start spending a couple $100s a day is because that ad was only specifically appealing to a certain number of people that wasn't that great or that large. So now that you start to appeal to more people by having a lot of different ads in the account, different ethnicities, different messaging, different benefits, different desires, you can spend significantly more because you can appeal to a lot more people. I'm not saying, hey, go find me 100 people in an hour wearing a white shirt. I'm saying find me 100 people in an hour that has to have a white shirt or a black shirt or a red shirt or a blue shirt or a pink shirt or a gray shirt. You can pretty much just point to 100 people really quick within an hour. And now all of a sudden you can find those people. It's a lot easier. So that's the same thing with Facebook and why ROAS drops as you spend more. And it'll be different for every account. You know, I have this one account that has a pretty broad product. I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty broad appeal. And when I say broad appeal, it means it serves a large portion of the population. There's a specific business term for it, for the number of people that's relative to that market, like your total market cap or something like that. It's a very large part of the market. So in that particular case right there, we literally went from $5,000 a day to $15,000 a day, and like ROAS barely moved. Where I've had other accounts where we went from $100 a day to $200 a day, completely destroyed itself. You know, I got like 2 accounts right now that are stuck at like $1,500 to $2,000 a day in ad spend. We're personally working on in the agency. And I know it's not because of Facebook. I know it's because we're making it difficult for Facebook to work because we haven't provided the necessary assets it needs to be able to effectively find those, maybe like, let's see, 2,000 people. Well, let's say $2,000 in ad spend, but let's just say that's 2,000 people. Well, I'm not giving it enough assets it needs to find those 2,000 people within the 24-hour window it has. So that's why ROAS drops as you scale. Hopefully I made it in the easiest way possible. I know other advertisers and other gurus on Facebook or on YouTube that you watch could probably like say it in a way more technical perspective. But look, I'm just your average other everyday advertiser who's had a lot of success with Facebook. This is how I understand it. This is what's worked the best for me. This is how it allowed us to scale past these limits, is by just giving Facebook the necessary tools it needs, aka the ads that convert and resonate with as many people as possible, but also to a lot of different ones. It's not like you need to create one ad that appeals to a lot of people. It's create a lot of really targeted, tailored ads, but to just have a lot of them in the account that meet different people's mindset, resonation, grabs their attention, all that good stuff. So hopefully this helps, answers your questions. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.